A fantasy league can survive a bad draft pick. It usually cannot survive rules that nobody understood before the draft. Today we are building the fictional Blueprint Builders as a 12-team ESPN League Manager league from scratch. You will see the current public ESPN creation screen. Then we will turn that first click into a complete commissioner preset. Roster, scoring, waivers, trades, playoffs, and a pre-draft verification. ESPN says several important settings lock when the draft begins. So the goal is not just to create a league. The goal is to create one you do not have to repair in September. Here is the build sheet we will carry through the episode. Blueprint Builders is a private 12-team league manager league. We want full point per reception scoring, a live snake draft, a $100 free agent budget, and a 6-team playoff that finishes before NFL Week 18. Those are Blueprint editorial recommendations, not claims about ESPN defaults. Our fictional managers include Avery, Morgan, Kai, Jordan, Riley, and 7 more made-up teammates. Before opening any settings page, write the league rules on one screen like this. If the group cannot approve the preset in plain English, it is too early to click Create League. On ESPN's current public football creation page, enter Blueprint Builders as the league name, choose 12 teams, and select points per reception. The page also shows no PPR and knockout choices today. We are not pressing Create League in this demonstration, because creating a real account-bound league is unnecessary for the lesson. ESPN's support article says the creation flow also covers draft preference, date, and time. Treat this first screen as the shell, not the finished product. Screenshot your selections, compare them to the written build sheet, and only then create the private league in your own account. Next decision is structural. ESPN distinguishes standard leagues from league manager leagues. Standard leagues use preset rules managed by ESPN and are designed for a quick public start. League manager leagues are custom leagues controlled by the commissioner and are private or invite-only. Blueprint Builders needs custom waivers, a deliberate roster, and a known playoff plan. So league manager is the right branch. The advantage is control. The cost is responsibility. Every customization becomes something the commissioner must document. If your group only wants a fast public game with standard rules, the standard path is simpler, and that simplicity is a real benefit. ESPN officially lists salary cap, live online snake, and auto-pick draft types. For this beginner-friendly build, choose live snake. Our editorial preset uses 90 seconds per pick, but use a longer clock if several managers are new. Schedule it only after every fictional manager confirms the time. 2 weeks out, collect attendance. 1 week out, run a short mock and confirm every phone or laptop can enter the room. 1 day out, freeze rules and publish the draft order. Autopick is a useful fallback. It is not a substitute for testing access. Salary cap can be excellent, but it adds bidding strategy that this first build does not need. For a balanced 12-team redraft league, our preset starts 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex, 1 defense, and 1 kicker. Add 7 bench spots and 2 injured reserve spots. This is an editorial setup, not an ESPN default. The pros are flexibility and enough bench depth for bye weeks. The con is a thinner waiver pool than a shallow bench league. ESPN's Lock Time article says roster slots lock at the draft, while bench and IR slots can be increased later but not decreased. That makes the safe move obvious. Verify the roster now instead of assuming you can shrink it later. The public create screen currently offers points per reception, so that is our starting choice. Then publish the actual scoring receipt. 1 point per catch, for per passing touchdown, 6 per rushing or receiving touchdown, 1 point per 25 passing yards, 1 per 10 rushing or receiving yards, and -2 for turnovers. Again, this card is our recommended preset, not a claim that every value is ESPN's default. The strength is predictability. The trade-off is that full PPR raises the floor for high-volume receivers and pass-catching backs. ESPN says scoring type locks at the draft, so export or screenshot the final scoring table before the room opens. ESPN documents 4 acquisition systems: standard waivers, continuous FAB, regular FAB, and no waivers. It also says this choice locks when the draft starts. Blueprint Builders uses regular free agent budget waivers with 100 fictional budget units for the season. Managers submit blind bids, and the highest valid bid wins. Write the tiebreak rule into the Constitution before week 1. FAB is fair because every manager can compete for every breakout player. Its downside is a learning curve and the risk of spending too aggressively in September. Standard priority is easier for beginners, while continuous FAB is better for leagues that want every ad processed through waivers. ESPN's League Manager trade review choices include 1, 2, or 3 days, plus no trade review. Our recommendation is no routine league vote, and a written commissioner power to intervene only for collusion, roster dumping, or an obvious rule violation. That keeps ordinary deals moving and respects different player values. The downside is that the commissioner must be consistent and transparent. If your group strongly prefers review, choose a short fixed window and define the veto threshold in advance. For our fictional example, Avery trading a veteran receiver to Morgan for a running back is not reversed merely because Kai dislikes the deal. Bad value is not automatically collusion. For 12 teams, our preset sends 6 to the playoffs, gives the top 2 seeds a bye, and runs weeks 15 through 17. That avoids putting the fantasy championship in NFL Week 18, when real teams may rest starters. This is our editorial schedule. ESPN's official help says league managers edit playoff schedules on the fantasy website, not the mobile app, under LM Tools. The options include regular season length, tiebreakers, brackets, matchup duration, and seeding tiebreakers. The pro is meaningful buys without an oversized bracket. The con is that half the league qualifies, so pair it with a clear regular season tiebreaker. Before draft night, run this audit. Confirm 12 teams and league manager control. Count the roster slots and compare them with the draft room. Share the scoring receipt. Confirm the FAB type, budget, processing plan, and tiebreak rule. Publish the trade review standard and the playoff weeks. Make sure all 12 fictional style slots are filled in your real league without showing private emails or invitation links on screen. Finally, complete one mock draft. The Blueprint Builders preset is now measurable, not mysterious. For the companion lesson, watch Dynasty Football in 7 minutes to see how roster permanence, rookie picks, and future trades change the commissioner's job.